One of the things we see throughout Luke's gospel is how completely opposite the way that God does things is from the way that we do things. There are two great pictures of this in chapter 13, starting in verse 18, where Jesus compares the kingdom he is building to two tiny, insignificant things. The first of those is a mustard seed. A mustard seed is one of the smallest seeds around, and yet it grows into a large bush or tree that birds can perch in. The second image he uses is that of grains of yeast hidden in a large batch of dough, yet that are essential to creating a large loaf of tasty bread. Things you would never think of: a tiny mustard seed hidden and invisible in the ground, tiny grains of yeast hidden in a large batch of dough that cause the flour to rise. Those things, Jesus says, are most what the kingdom is like. And if you think about it, this pattern is hiding in plain sight throughout the Gospel of Luke. Think about the people that Jesus starts with. They're nobodies, really. The poor, they're sick, they're foreigners, they're women who in those days were second-class citizens. Jesus starts with people who are largely marginalized and forgotten and hidden in society, and begins to build a new kingdom through these hidden, invisible people, people who were like mustard seeds, people who were like tiny grains of yeast. Jesus is building a kingdom slowly and quietly. It's not flashy, it's not sexy, it's not the way that we would do it. We would have a big advertising campaign, right? We would have lots of social media influencers and rich and wealthy people donating to our cause and saying great things about us to build a brand and build a logo and create a movement. And that's not how Jesus does things. He's starting from the ground up, slowly, quietly, invisibly. That's how the kingdom works. Amen.